Welcome to On the Kerbs. I'm your host, Team Albers Daily. Joining me today is Formula Woman competitor Carlie Frith-Williams. We caught up recently to chat about what made her want to try her hand at motorsport, what she's been doing to prepare for the Formula Woman competition, who her favourite racing driver is, and much more. I hope you enjoy our conversation. Hi Carlie, thank you for being here today. First of all, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good to hear. So, tell us a bit about yourself.
So I am, my name's Carlie Frith-Williams. I am nearly 40 years young, not quite there yet, 39. I have 3 children. I have an 18-year-old son, a 14-year-old stepdaughter, and a 22-month-old son. So I am kept on my toes. Alongside that, I obviously have my fiance. We also have 2 dogs, 2 lovely boxer dogs, and I have a couple of horses. So
a little bit of everything.
I am just a little bit of everything. I like to keep myself busy, can you tell? And that's on top of that's on top of a full-time job that I work as a sales and marketing manager for a timber manufacturer. So we manufacture timber windows and doors, bifolds, that kind of thing. So a very hectic life.
So then what first got you into motorsport?
When you say into motorsport, I'm not big into motorsport at the minute. It's something that I've always loved. My dad and my brother were they used to do what we call banger racing, which people have heard of back in the day. So my dad was a keen banger racer for years and years and years, and then my brother started doing mini stocks. I was always pushed to the sideline because I was a girl. I wasn't allowed to do it because I was a girl, and I was really gutted about that. No, I know. And I was like, please let me do it. I want to do it. But I was a young girl and I was not allowed. So I was gutted. But ever since then, my dad's always been into cars. He's always kind of bought cars, done them up, sold them, and stuff like that. So cars and motorsport have kind of been in the family since I was a little girl. Obviously, it's a very expensive hobby to do. And at the same time, I've actually always had horses. So my dad was like, "No, you do horses."
At least.
This is it. I had to go, right. Okay, I can't have the 250 brake horsepower, but I'll have 1 horsepower here. It's absolutely fine. And that was absolutely fine with me. It doesn't bother. I love my horses. I still got horses to this day. I do go out competing them, and I do love that. And it was just basically the slightly cheaper option of the 2 hobbies.
You do, but it's still not exactly. They're still quite close on that.
No, I mean it is still an expensive hobby as horse riding. It really is, but it's nowhere near motorsport, and unfortunately, you have to follow the route which you can afford to do. So. Yeah, horses won. But again, it's always been a love of mine. But that's definitely what got me into motorsport was my dad and my brother. And to this day, we're all a family of petrolheads, really.
So then, what made you want to enter the Formula Woman competition?
It was actually my cousin. He said to me, he said, "Carlie," he said, there's this competition, he said, and you really need to get involved in it. We as a family, like I said, we're all kind of into cars and motorsport. We all love it, so we do regularly meet up. We're all dotted around the country, to be fair, but we all do meet up centrally and go karting 2-3 times a year, and very rarely is there many people that are able to beat me on the go-kart track, apart from my cousin and my brother who are they are the secret racers in their own right, and they go kart all the time without us knowing. So
if they didn't practice, they wouldn't be beating you. That's what I'm hearing.
This is it. This is it. You see, if I had more practice, I'd definitely been nailing them. But he just said to me, when Carlie said, he said, I don't know any other women that drive like you. He says, so you've got to go and do it.
Is that a good
and
or
I
a
just,
bad thing?
well, I'm not sure. I'm hoping it's a good thing, but who knows? Only time will tell.
Won't we?
We certainly will. We certainly will. So yeah, it was mainly him. I just thought, you know what? Why not? Why not? Let's give this a go. It could be my time. Who knows? Well, it's a chance for me to live a lifelong dream, basically. Like I say, I've always wanted to be a race driver. You know, ever since seeing my dad and my brother racing, I've always wanted to do it. I've always had an avid, interest in motorsport. We always used to go and watch the rally at Grisdale Forest when we were kids. So it's in the blood. It's in the blood. So I just thought it was an opportunity for me to go and show my skills and hopefully make all of my family proud of me, to be honest. And not only that, but show everybody that you can go and follow your dreams. Even a middle-aged, frumpy little woman like me doing something like this. I want to be able to say to people, look, don't ever shut yourself down. Just seize these opportunities and run with them. Just go for it. I just thought this is an opportunity of a lifetime. Why not do it? Why not do it? This could be, actually, I might nearly be 40, but this could be the making of me. You just never know.
Do you?
You never know. And if I can inspire just one person by doing this, then that would make me really happy.
And again, it seems like the natural kind of transition. You started with horses, then you go-karts, so this kind of seems like the obvious next thing for you to do, doesn't it?
Exactly. Working the way up. Absolutely.
And then if it goes well for you, then you get the GT, and then off you go. You're sorted.
This is it. The world is your oyster. And just the stuff that can come from it is really, really exciting. Really exciting.
So then, what have you been doing to prepare for the competition? You were mentioning the go-karting with the family before. Is there more of that to try and make sure that?
Yes. Yeah. Well, it's quite difficult trying to prepare for something like this when, like, say, you've got a full-time job, you have families I've got small children, I have horses to look after, so
made it easier
spare time. It doesn't. So spare time is very limited. But I have been, one of my sponsors is Graham at FK Fox Boxing, and he's been training me. He's basically being my personal trainer to get me race fit and ready, obviously, because it's a physical sport. It does take it out of you, so you do need that strength element about it. So I go training with him 3-4 times a week of a night time. And I've also been up, like, say, going down to the local race track, go-kart tracks with my eldest son and his friend. They weren't too happy that that I kept beating them, but hey ho,
Good life lesson in there somewhere, surely.
There is, but yeah, it's that's pretty much as I've been doing and been able to do, to be honest. I do have a track day booked that's coming up next weekend at Blyton with the Formula Woman team, where we get to race in and have some tuition in the BMW and the Jaguar Project 8. So I'm really, really looking forward to that. I think that'll be about, yeah, definitely, especially in a Jaguar Project 8 at 650 brake horsepower. I mean, I am so looking forward to that.
That'd be enough for you.
Maybe, we'll see on the day.
Yeah. So, I mean, as I say, you say you yourself there, you don't feel like you may be doing a lot, but I mean, summer's already better than none, and it still feels like with everything else, you're definitely going to have the mental side of things sorted anyway, because you're doing so much as it is that when it comes to focusing on every single thing, then when you get in the car, this is what I got to do right now. You can just get on and nail it.
Yeah, exactly. Just concentrate on that moment in time and what I need to be doing whilst I'm in the car. Definitely.
So then, do you have a favourite racing driver?
Well, this is a difficult one. Well, I say difficult one. It's not. No. Old school. old school is I'm gonna have to say Colin McRae.
Okay.
He's a rally driver, obviously. And then obviously Ayrton Senna has been one of my favourites all-time Formula One racers. And then currently, obviously Lewis Hamilton has my heart. He's just absolutely phenomenal, isn't he? That we can't take it away from him how good he is. But I have got a little bit of a soft spot for Max Verstappen. He seems to be doing very well at the minute.
For you, isn't it?
So I don't really know where to go. I probably have to go with Lewis because we have to go British all the way. But yeah, he's top. I'll have to stick with Lewis. I have to stick with Lewis. He's so phenomenal at what he does. He really is. I mean, just look at his achievements speak for themselves.
You can't argue with the facts, can you? So
you can't. You just can't.
Look when he retires, then Max will still probably be around. You can switch over then, and you won't feel like
I can switch. This is it. Yes, I can hand it down to Max, and I can be rooting for Max then. But I mean, he's such a good role model. In every single part of the his sportsmanship. So yeah, I have to go for Lewis.
So then, entering Formula One, you obviously quite like the idea of being a racing driver. Would you want to work in motorsport in some way in the future after Formula One, regardless of how it goes?
I would love to. I would absolutely love to.
Easy question.
It's an easy one to answer. When they say that if you do a job that you love, you'll never work a day in your life.
Yeah.
That would be me in motorsport. I actually have a cousin who works in Formula One as an engineer.
These cousins, they're getting into the motorsport gradually, aren't they?
They do. I know. I don't. Callum's he's very, very intelligent. He's way more intelligent than I am. So I could never do the job that he's doing. I couldn't, unfortunately. But so it would be good to be at this end of it. It'd be fabulous. But yeah, I mean, it's so interesting, and there's so many parts to it. But it's doing something that you have so much enjoyment and pleasure with. Like you say, it would be a dream. It would be a dream job.
So then, a few fun questions just to round things off. What's the best thing to put in a sandwich?
The best thing to put in a sandwich. This is tough again. You keep throwing these difficult questions at me.
Fair.
It's gotta be. Do I go for tuna and salad cream or ham and tomato sauce? I mean, it's taking me back. Is it
one to put all of them together in one?
Well, I'm not sure. Tuna and tomato sauce. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Experimenting with food, so you never know. It could work. It might not.
Well, do you know what?
But,
I might let you try it. I might let you try that and get back to me.
You're not going to do it yourself, though. I see. Right.
I'll hand the tuna and salad cream and the ham and tomato sauce over to you, and you let me know how that goes down.
That's very kind.
I'm gonna have to go ham and tomato sauce because as a kid, it's just a kid thing growing up. I enjoyed that. Absolutely. So I'm going ham and tomato sauce.
Okay. So next one then. Would you rather spend a week in the forest or a night in a real haunted house?
Tricky.
We're gonna go rough camping as well for the forest, so it's not too nice either way, I think.
Right, okay, so we're rough camping for a week. Well, this might make that a little bit easier then, because I have been camping before in a forest and I do thoroughly enjoy nature and the outdoors. However, I am petrified of spiders. Like petrified.
Don't be in a haunted house though, just because it's haunted don't mean there are spiders.
I don't think spiders like ghosts. I don't think they do. I'm not sure. I've always wanted to go into a haunted house because I'm very intrigued by the whole spiritual thing. I'm very intrigued by it. I'm not sure if I believe.
You go and you find a ghost of a spider, then you'd be doubly buggered.
I'm gone. Game over. Yeah, I think because of the fact that we are rough camping, in the forest, I don't mind rats, don't mind snakes, but bugs and creepy crawlies and spiders, can't tolerate them. So for that reason and that reason alone, I'm going to go into the haunted house.
Risk the ghosts, fair enough.
I'm going to risk the ghosts, yeah. Risk the ghosts, risk having something thrown at me. Yeah, I don't mind.
Wake up middle of the night, chair thrown you. Oh, leave it out. So then finally, snog, marry, avoid question. Jeremy Clarkson, Richard Hammond, and James May.
Oh. Oh dear. Right, okay. Snog. I've got to snog Richard Hammond. He's the best looking of the three. He's the best looking of the three. So I'm going Richard Hammond. I'd marry Jeremy Clarkson.
Poor May.
I'd marry sorry, May. I'm sorry, but I'm avoiding May. He's not really ticking any boxes for me. But Clarkson I find very funny, and for me, I love to laugh, and I think he would keep me entertained all my life.
He's definitely keep you entertained, that's for sure.
That's for sure, you know. I think he would give me a good giggle every day, so I would have to marry Clarkson.
There we go. James May getting in the neck. He's the one turning up in the haunted house. He is. You might double check that now and go back out in the forest instead after that.
Sure he's not dead, is he?
No, not yet. Let's see if you kill him.
Oh dear. No, that was I'm sorry, May. I'm sorry. I feel bad now. I feel bad. That's awful, isn't it? I had to avoid someone though.
Blame me. I asked the question. Well, it's been great chatting with you today. I want to wish you the best of luck with the Formula Woman competition moving forward. And yeah, thank you for being here today.
No problem at all. Thank you for speaking to me. It's been a pleasure.
It was fun chatting with Carlie, although I think James May might disagree. I want to thank her again for coming on, and I wish her the best of luck for the Formula Woman competition. Join me again soon when I'll be chatting to another famous face from the world of motorsport. In the meantime, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and check out the other videos on the On the Kerbs YouTube channel. Away from YouTube, you can find me over on DriveTribe, and feel free to follow me on Instagram at t.albers.daily.drivetribe. You can also find me over on GP Grandstand TV, where I'm part of their weekly podcast. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you again next week for the next episode.